Greetings. This video is for my students to listen to and practice with a NYSSMA solo called Happy Moods by Ralph Guenther, which is a NYSSMA level solo here in New York State. And I have a student who's doing this, and so I'm going to play it for you, and I'll talk a little bit about it at the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's Happy Moods by Ralph Guenther. Things to watch out for as you go through the song. Usually at NYSSMA they want you to, want to hear those dynamic differences. Starts forte, but that's the loudest dynamic in this. Usually as beginners, flutes often have a lot of difficulty with controlling their forte and piano dynamics. So start as forte as you can, but trying to keep the pitch still even, if you can, vibrato, but keep the pitch even so it doesn't drop to a low note or jump to a high bad sounding note. Which takes a little practice, learning exactly just how to get the flute under your embouchure, the right amount of aperture, the hole that you blow through, and the speed from down here from your tummy. All that's got to be controlled to try and get the best forte you can. It also starts with accents, okay? Don't overdo them, okay? Giving a clear tongue is basically what you need, okay? A lot of times people overdo the accents, and don't worry too much about that. Just make sure the tongue is clear, okay? Then as it gets softer and softer, same issues. Get as soft as you can, make as big a difference as you can, even though when it goes from, in 13, from forte to mezzo forte, make a bigger difference than even I probably did on this recording, just so it's very clear that there's a dynamic difference. And what I would do is, after 13, when it goes down to mezzo forte, I'd crescendo a little through that line so you have more room to drop down really soft at 21 to mezzo piano. And then crescendo the mezzo piano area just a little bit, so when there's a diminuendo to the piano, you can bring it as soft as you can. And then really learn to control the dynamics of increasing, decreasing. The high D fingering is like D, but your left hand stays like D, but your right hand changes to just pinky, okay? So you still have your thumb there. E natural, make sure you have E natural, which is quite different from E flat, okay? E natural right there. And lastly, at 37, you have a whole rest, and a lot of beginners at first are generally taught in 4/4 time all the time, and you assume usually that a whole rest would mean 4 beats. But in actuality, it means the whole measure. So the whole rest at 37 is 3 beats, all right, because the whole measure is 3 beats. Outside of that, control your clear tonguing when you have the accents. Make sure you slur through and Don't slur too immediately. Make sure you play the full value of whatever half note or quarter note that you play before you change the fingerings. Even though you're blowing through, wait until right at the correct beat to change the fingerings so it's nice and smooth. And then at the very, very end, you have a crescendo written out and a ritardando. So you really want to slow down. And the second to last note has a tenuto marking above it. It's a vertical, a horizontal line above the note there. And that means play it for its full value. You still tongue the next note, but really make that full value. Don't let there be a space between that A and the last B flat there. And then just really hold that last note up a little bit. Really keep your flute parallel to the ground. Keep that sound up. Try not to let, as you let that last really long B flat, because it'll feel much longer because of the ritardando, that make sure you don't let that go flat as you start to lose your breath, okay? Make sure to hold it for as best as you can, and if you feel you're going to run out of breath, it's better to make the note too short than to let it go flat at the end. So you just kind of want to release and not let the air drop out. So in any case, it's happy moods. I hope that helps some people, and as always, may the force be with you.